Good morning, you guys. Woo, it's a brisk 50 degrees out here. Feels good though. I mean, we haven't had very many days in the 50s in Florida. Well, in East Coast, Florida. So, we're going to do the seats today, and I might have to do clothing change once we finally get in the 70s again. But for right now, I have got to address the grass. It's been really nice. I probably haven't cut the grass back here in 4 to 6 weeks. It's been awesome, but it is starting to drive me nuts. And as I clean up the whole yard, I want to do this. And our rain got pushed from today into tomorrow, so that's perfect. So let me go do that, and then I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll plant seeds. All right, you guys, so I am back from cutting grass. The whole backyard looks super, and again, I lost some footage. So I do believe it's these batteries, but if not, we'll know pretty soon, because you are on the official first new battery change. So we'll see if this does the trick or not. If not, then I have to look into buying another GoPro. But anyhow, let's continue on. We're done with the grass cutting, and I have a big spread of tomato seeds in front of me. And I probably still will go buy paste tomatoes, because I believe that all of my Amish paste, I think I didn't even bring them out here, all my packets were empty. So I will probably still go to the market and buy paste tomatoes, or Roma tomatoes, they are also known as that, for my canning this year. Was it last year or the year before, for my birthday? I think it was the year before. I got myself a wonderful tomato mill. And so you just kind of chop them up lightly, and you pop them in there, and it removes the skin and the seeds from all the pulp. And then it's just easy going from there. You just cook down a lot of the water that's in the tomatoes, and you season it how you want, and then you can it. And since we do, even though I really only use it once to twice a year, it's still worth it, because I don't see me stopping canning, and we love all of our tomato products right from the garden or from a farmer's market, either way. But I love all the tomato paste, pizza sauce, pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce. I haven't made ketchup yet. I haven't got there yet. I made V8 last year. Wonderful. Oh, so delicious. So anyhow, let's go on before I start dreaming about drinking V8 juice. Let's talk about what I may put in here. In the seedling trays, and then we'll get on to seeding. So right here, we'll kind of go small to large, if I remember this right. Okay, so potentially we have Everglades cherry tomatoes, Napa Chardonnay, which is my favorite. I had Blue Cream's berry cherries too, but I like these better, even though the skin is very thin. But the flavor, oh, I just love it. Almost reminds me of, like, it has some white grape tones in the flavor. I really like that. Sweetheart tomatoes, heavy producers. I really love them. Last year, I think, was my first year with these. The seeds were given to me by a friend. And then Red Rosa Sicilian tomatoes. So they came to me accidentally. That was a seed in a packet of Chardonnay, Napa Chardonnay cherry tomatoes, and I'm like, this is not forming up right. It didn't look right, and it ends up being a beautiful heirloom tomato with a lot of those ridges in it. And to be quite honest with you, it doesn't produce super heavily, and it produces good. I don't want to be discouraging there, but you have to be careful, because they turn quickly. They turn red, and then they'll rot on you really fast if you don't get to them right away. There are Perone tomatoes. Also, again, another one I don't have a lot of experience with, but they were recommended, and some seeds were given to me. Actually, one of the tomatoes was given to me, and the seeds too. I collected the seeds. And the same person gave me the Abu Ruwan. Hey, Marilee, if you're watching. And this was a really good producer last year. It's a sort of a medium-sized tomato, but heavy producing, heavy, loved the heat. If you're looking for a heat variety, this is it. This, I believe, originated out of the Middle East. So we're definitely going to start those. I have Grand Marshalls, but these are the seeds from that. So Grand Marshall is actually a hybrid cross, an F1 cross. And so I just took its babies, which I don't know if it's true to form, but we'll find out, the F2s. So this are probably determinate. I think this is an indeterminate. Dr. White Sheet, oh, I'm kind of over these, but I'm going to doggone try at least to get one more plant to fruit and get a sandwich with one. So they're just super low with fruiting. And I even had to spray fruit blossom spray on that to get them going. So like out of like maybe 3 plants, I had 3 tomatoes a couple of years ago. And then I had a couple unsuccessful tries at them recently. Those unsuccessful tries might not have been the tomato itself's fault. That might have been my fault. Then I have Jet Stars hybrid, Jet Star, no stars, a medium red indeterminate. That's good. I saved my own seed, plus I think I have a little bit in here. The Chef's Choice Bicolor, again, indeterminate, 10 to 12 ounces, 85 days. I really like all of the Chef Choices. And this worked out really good. I didn't get too many, but what I got were really nice and large. So we're going to try those again. Are we going to try Big Beef? This is actually, it has been one of my favorites for many years. The last time I bought this seed packet, I guess was 2019 is what it says up here. Indeterminate. If you're making an order to Johnny Seeds, I highly recommend this tomato. But I am not making an order, and so I think if there's no seeds left in there, I might be out. But that is a nice tomato. Campari is a medium-sized indeterminate tomato. Love this. Heavy producing. Great for salads. Really great for salads. Sorry about the airplane noise. Then I have Red Snapper, which is a determinate, 75 days to maturity. It's actually really good. It does well in the garden. It germinates well from saved seed. I like it a lot. Then I have this thing, Jack saved these seeds. He just calls them South Florida Big Delicious Tomatoes. And from there, I believe we started calling Big Tasty Tomatoes. And so, seed from 2020, but I think this seed right here is from last year, although I didn't label that. So we call them BTMs, Big Tasty Tomatoes. And whatever they are, they're delicious. And we go with that. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? Jet Stars, okay, that one's empty. Black, Brandywine Black. Uh-oh, that sounds like it's empty too, so we might not be doing that. San Marzano, also empty. Big Beef, oh, some more. Nope. Oh, doggone. Really would like to grow some more of these. Oh, this is from 2020. That's more recent. Pink Beefsteak. Okay, I have grown these too. They were really nice. So I think I'm out, but I'll double check that. And Vintage Wine Tomato, I have grown. Okay, I figure we can probably do all the cherry tomatoes in this tray. Like I said, I'm going big. Isn't that M.I. Gardener's saying, go big or go home, grow big, grow home? Usually I have a lot of volunteer Everglade tomatoes, but I'm still gonna go ahead and put a bunch in these trays. Look at that, it's got way too many there. If I give them away or whatever, whatever the case may be, that's okay with me too. These are really good with the Florida heat. So now, as you can see, these are on a napkin. So I'm going to pull them out real carefully. There's a few loose in there. But what I do, I'm a big napkin seed saver. So I just take a few out. I don't get real particular about counting one or two. Oop. And there we go. We just about have a whole row. Oh, the wind is picking up. Y'all, we're about to get some serious weather in tonight. So I got to be real careful not to have my seeds blow away in the wind. In fact, what I might do is I might cover these real quick just to slow down the potential wind blowing. Okay, there we go. Let me also, because you know, this is how accidents happen, we forget to label, right? Put those over there. So we're going to do a row of sweethearts. You know what? Why don't I just put you guys on time lapse? Okay? Let's do that. Hey you guys, I want to interrupt this video really quickly. So you see me adding dirt up here, and it occurred to me that I should explain that I don't like to push dirt across different varieties. So I try to push it in the downward, you know, of like all this varieties in this one, all this varieties in this. Because what if you accidentally scrape this way and you pick up your seeds, and then all of a sudden you got this variety over down like in the middle of the tray? It's bad enough they jump out of your hands, right? But it's even worse to, you know, and something you may, I'm not saying for sure, but hopefully you can prevent it by pulling your dirt downward when you go to cover. Or just being super gentle, lightly just sprinkle like you would, like if you're cooking in the kitchen, you know, something like that. So, okay, we're going to water this one more time, and then we're going to start the next tray. In here, I will tell you that we did the Everglades, starting with this white tag. Everglades, Napa Chardonnay, Sweetheart, Moby, Perone, Big Beef. Oh, by the way, I found Big Beef seeds in that packet. I thought I only had one or two, and I was just going to fill this spot, and then I realized there was a bunch hidden in the corner, so I got a whole row, which is 9, 10, 11. I have 11 Big Beef tomatoes. And then Abu Ruan, Campari, and Red Rosa Sicilian. So that's awesome. Let's keep going. Y'all, don't overthink soil. Definitely don't overthink it. I mean, this is moisture control from Miracle-Gro, but it's as expensive as crap. If you can't afford it, just get any dirt, you know, or seeding soil, a small bag. But you know, I have a lot of, I've made my own soil. I didn't love it as much, but I have done it. So don't overthink it. I mean, tomatoes especially, Man, they'll grow in anything, even sand practically. All right, you guys, well, it's done. This is a 162 cell tray just full of tomatoes, plus some of them, so a lot of the cells are filled with duplicate 2 or 3 seeds because that's just how they fell out of my hands. Oh my goodness, plus we have half a tray full of cherry tomatoes. There's no way I can probably plant all of those, but they're there. So I don't know, what do you think, like 300 or so tomatoes, maybe even more? Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So what we have, the water, when I watered them, it got crazy. So this is Chef's Choice bicolor. I got 2 rows of those. Red Snapper, 2 rows of those. Red Snapper is a determinate tomato. Jet Stars, I have 2 rows of those. Grand Marshalls, 2 rows of those. The South Florida tomato that we saved, I have 3 rows of those. Love those. Actually 4 rows. Okay, so the 4 blue tags are them. The big tasty mater, Jack's gonna ask if I did those. There's 3 rows of that. Dr. Wychie got a yellow tag because it's a yellow tomato. This is a brand new one, Costoluto Florentino. I did 1 row of that. Those seeds were 3 years old. Yeah, easily, if not 4, heading up to 4. But we'll see what we get out of those. And then here, oh, so one of those heirloom packets from M.I. Gardener was Brandywine black tomatoes. It actually had a lot of tomatoes in it, seeds in it. And so I planted at least 9 cells, and then, you know, there's some were duplicate. So there you go. I'm actually putting them inside the shed because we got that nasty storm coming and the wind is blowing fiercely just in the hour it's taken to do all this. Oh, hello, Mr. Lizard. And so anyhow, I'm going to put these in here, and to prevent them from drying out, I'm going to grab a couple of these domes that are just left over, and we'll see. No, they don't really fit, do they? But we can at least do it, help out some of them, right? I don't know, these must have fit a different tray. But anyhow, so I'm just going to do that, kind of prevent them from drying out the best I can. Of course, I'll be right back out here tomorrow, and I will check on them after the storm has passed. I may even throw them back out in the yard. So you guys, that's it for today's video. I'm sorry it was a little long-winded. I'm sure it's going to be long. And but I hope it had a lot of value to it, and you're going to see spring is coming. We're going to do so much sowing. Pray for my tomatoes to germinate and to do well and produce lots of fruit. I'll pray for your gardens too. So you guys take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.